Alright, what is up everyone, and welcome to the final, 5th episode of The Great Siege. Let's load up the game, and from what I can remember, because it's been a while, we got everything. Yeah, all of this is complete, so we can use the remaining resources to build as many troops as we really want, but I'm still gonna try to be economical with it until the last battle. So let's get into the action. Stage 5-1 starts with ogres, and it even says there produce armies of ogres, even though I can imagine there's gonna be things much worse than ogres that we will have to deal with here, like orcs. Oh right, I should probably buy units immediately so that whenever I want to send them out I can. First of all, worker, second knight, and we'll buy the elf archer too. She's nice to have as long as you're not implementing the stall until the timer runs out strategy. I don't know, personally, I'm not generally a fan of that strategy, aka I wouldn't use it if I didn't have to on that boss level. But yeah, it just, I don't know how much logical sense it makes. Like, yes, reinforcements technically, but I don't know. You know, it just kind of feels more logical that you have to do something. Okay, I want to get all of them, and yes, I did. Nice, even though the elf attacked us a bit. Oh, I forgot. We need to send the archer too. It's the worker that we don't want to send yet. There we go. Ooh, nice. Nice, the knight is actually gonna help us with this one. Although the elf is still going to attack. Now we need to... Ooh, that... Okay. We're gonna take a lot of damage right here, yeah. That, if you couldn't tell... Ooh, yes, at least the way we summoned the knight was good. Okay. So, as you can see, we now have a new type of enemies to worry about. They're fast like the elves, but they're not quite like the elves. They are rhinos from what I can see. From what I could see. Nice, nice. They're... Oops. They have a bomb, and they run towards our gate. Okay, I need to... Ooh, knight, absolutely knight, because the ram is there. And even without the ram, I have a feeling that they would send the rhino soon. Okay, knight is back. We need to summon him again immediately, because we can't take such a big risk. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, that was kind of well made. Like, we made it so that, thanks to the combination of the knight and our catapult, the rhino didn't attack, but this one is going to. Ooh, okay, never mind. He was trying to actually attack the knight, which I'm pretty sure isn't even... I'm pretty sure... By the way, I don't know if we'll get more resources for repairing the wall completely before killing that guy, but I didn't even want to know, really, it wouldn't matter at this point. Yeah, he started attacking the knight, which might have been vain. Like, I don't think you can kill our knight in this game. Maybe they attack him really, really, like, a lot, but that has never happened when I played. The knight has always been basically invulnerable for our side. So instead of ignoring the knight and going straight for the wall, he started attacking the knight, and that gave our catapult, and I guess our knight, because we hit him once with the catapult, then the knight killed him, yeah. But even if the knight didn't kill him, we would be able to hit him with the catapult again. Alright, let me check I'm still recording, because thankfully there's a handy pause button for that now. Right, so I just wanted to check, and... because the last time I recorded a different game, it was full screened, and there were issues with it once I used Ctrl-Alt-Delete to kind of check up on the recording without exiting the game. But this time it seems that doesn't happen. I turned preview on just to check that it's still recording the screen, and it is. So now I can probably turn it back off and continue. Alright. Now, we didn't use the tank or the hero altar. I think we're gonna save the hero altar until the final battle, and probably the tank too. Alright, yeah. Let's go into the battle. So, once again, do we even need a worker? We might not even need a worker, but I'll get one. He's not expensive at all. We need the knight, and the elf archer is a nice added bonus. Alright, let's summon the elf archer, but not the other two, because as of right now, they're not very useful yet. Okay, they already skipped the ogres. First wave, it already starts with orcs. Now that is a little concerning to me, because it's a testament to just how screwed up everything is going to be in this round, but we'll send the knight immediately. And see, they're attacking the knight, but I don't think they can actually kill him. Okay. Oh, there is an ogre now, so they went back to an ogre for some reason. There was a downgrade in their enemy quality. Let's send another knight, because we cannot have a rhino killing us. And now that the knight is gone, guess what? Another knight. Now I'm fine with the ogres doing stuff. I think the knight is gonna kill the ogres anyway. Yeah, the knight did kill the ogres. Okay, another knight immediately. Our castle somehow didn't... Okay, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. There we go, perfect. We destroyed him. But yeah, somehow our castle, I'm pretty sure didn't even... Not castle, but wall. Pretty sure didn't even take much damage from that. Okay, another orc is going to come out, and then I'm summoning the knight. Yeah, I guess that since there was one orc, there would be another orc. But this next one, yeah, it's one of the two units that we absolutely need the knight for. Like, we absolutely need the knight to deal with the ram, because the ram takes 2 or 3, I forgot, hits from the max catapult, but only 1 hit from the knight to die. So that's why the knight is essential against the ram, and also against the rhinos, because it's simply just... I don't even know if there is a way for you to maneuver this slow catapult to hit him once while he's coming out and then hit him again before he blows up on your wall. Maybe there is a way, like maybe if you get really lucky, but I just prefer to send the knight and be safe. Also, we can send the worker now because the wall took a bit of damage, which isn't gonna matter, but whatever. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was actually really unfortunate by me, because I thought the wall would, I thought my catapult would hit the rhino as well, but it didn't. By the way, I think the rhinos are the quote-unquote bulls from the bull dwelling place that they attacked us from. Yeah, at least their boss, I think, looked like a bull. Alright, armies of orcs, but we know that they're gonna send something worse. AKA rams and rhinos. Like, an orc can do a lot more damage in general than a rhino can, because a rhino just explodes once and an orc can keep attacking. However, it's much easier, like, the orcs are slower, so it's much easier for us, in particular, to deal with them. Okay, orc, I need to summon the knight immediately. And the worker, sure, why not? Okay, a ram. Okay. Another ram. Summon another knight immediately. Alright, perfect thus far. Nice. He's probably gonna summon some more though, so let's get... Ooh, that! See, that is the lucky shot that I'm talking about. If we hit him like this, then perhaps even without the knight, we would be able to kill him. But now I'm not sure, he was already almost at the wall when we got another chance to shoot. So if the knight wasn't there, perhaps the rhino would still explode. But, you know, maybe he wouldn't. You have to get him immediately as he enters the screen to be able to hit him again before he explodes. Something like that. But the knight obviously helps a lot. By this point, you know, we haven't used the knight much in the previous videos, but by this point you probably know why he is such an essential unit in this game. And the archer isn't essential, but she helped. Like, I remember she helped to take out the dark elves that I missed with the catapult, and I didn't care to really shoot at them because I was looking for threats such as orcs and rhinos, and she kind of shot and the elves died because the elves don't have a lot of health, so she can be quite useful for that. And also a bit of an added bonus against bosses, that's always useful. Well, look at how much resources we have and nothing to spend them on. Now, if we lose the tank, like the tank can die in battle, then we'd have to get it again, but we haven't used it yet, so... And I'm pretty sure we're gonna win the next battle. It's not that it is that hard, that we stomp these ones and are gonna win the next one. Let's try it. Stone plus 60. That's actually... Okay, hold on. That's actually beneficial for us, because, you know, it's a better conversion rate than this. That's actually not something that often happens. Alright, let's save before the final battle. We're at stage 5, 3. And now we can go into the battle. 600 seconds, but we're not gonna do that, we're gonna kill everyone. And let's start by building up our, building our army. I don't think we'll need the elf engineer, we might. If we need her, we're going to summon her. But we definitely need the worker, definitely need the knight, definitely need the elf archer. We'll get the elf warriors, we'll get the archers, because I guess they could be useful against their ground. Actually, I'm not going to spoil much about the boss of this battle. You can, you know, maybe based on the fact we've seen the rhinos already, you can kind of guess what he would be like, but I'm actually not going to get archers for this one. I'll explain later. But we will also get the rest in foot soldiers and elite guards. There we go. Now, which of these do we need to send already? We'll send the footmen and guards, because some of them may transition to soldiers and captains. Yeah, the guards are mainly there to become captains. It would be interesting to see if they are actually strong after that. We're not gonna send the warriors yet. We'll send the knight to help these out after they come out. We'll send the archer, of course. And maybe by that point the wall's gonna take some damage, so we'll send the worker, but he might not be needed. And we're not sending the tank yet. Alright. Armies of orcs, which is interesting. This one starts with an ogre, with 2 ogres no less, but... Oh! Now, he is not strong against units. Let's dig some holes. I'm sure those holes are gonna be fun. Oh, he already got stuck on one. Okay, yeah, these footmen... Okay, I'm glad that we're summoning the knight, because... yeah, because that's gonna be a thing. And I'm pretty sure the ram is not going to stop. Yeah, the ram does not stop while fighting, but, you know, the knight just killed him. Alright. I'm pretty sure that none of our footmen made it. All of them died brutally. But at least some of these elite guards might make it. Ooh. The orcs are, you know, the orcs are really the... Oh, they just destroyed our guards, but that's okay. Even though they didn't make it to captains, and even though our footmen didn't end up building many holes, we'll get more of them. And see, right now I'm getting specifically footmen. If you figured out why, good job. We need the death toll to become 20. We need to sacrifice 20 units to use this ability. And what better unit to sacrifice than the cheapest one? Alright. Ooh. Ooh, I think, yeah, that didn't work. We're gonna need the knight soon, but we did send the knight, so... At this point, we might as well just kill the ram and the rhino with the catapult, like this, yeah. I really hope that my catapult shot actually worked on him, because if it didn't... I swear, okay. We need to build more holes. Okay. Okay, some of them are actually going to advance, interestingly enough. Or not. No, there was way too many orcs. Actually, also, notice how the holes are great against rhinos. Because they run, and their speed is their advantage. How do we still have 4? I guess there's a limit to how many we can summon. Huh, weird. Okay, but... yeah, he got stuck, but even if he didn't get stuck, we already hit him once. I think we would still be able to intercept him before he did any real damage. Ooh, I was aiming for whatever came next, but that was an elf. And I do not want them to hog up the holes. Okay, nice. Perfect, we dealt with those rhinos perfectly. Okay, we still have some holes to help us out, but not much. Okay, we need to send the knight. At this point we absolutely need it right now. Because they're gonna get more rhinos, and I don't wanna have to, you know, I wanna deal with these orcs. Ooh, didn't get the one thing that the knights are best at, though. Didn't get the ram. Oh, the ram died anyway, so... okay, there we go. Cursed Rhino Sid. Well... he, as you can see, is a ranged unit. Let's get... at this point, we're gonna get warriors to fight against him. But not yet. First of all, like, we got 30. And we only need 20, but I'm not sure once we summon it, are we gonna be down to 10 or 0? And if it's 0, if it just gets rid of all of our sacrifices and we have to do it again, I need to do the ability now. Now, basically, it affects the entire screen, so it's most effective when there's most enemies on screen. But, in order to not waste any potential damage on the boss, I'm going to summon the Lumino, or whatever. We'll also send the tank, and we'll see how that goes. We're not gonna send the warriors yet, we will send the knight and the worker though. Alright, so the knight is sent, then the worker, then the tank, which is something like this, and then the ability. Now watch his health bar. Ooh, okay, there we go. So yeah, that was more significant, definitely, than an average catapult shot. Ooh. Okay, that's actually unfortunate. Okay, but yeah, the tank is basically provides some very minor defense bonus. We can't get him anymore because we lost him, and the death toll was reset, so we did the right thing by using the ability immediately. Now we're just gonna send people to fight him that are gonna be good against him, so no foot soldiers, will send elite guards. We're not gonna send archers because the boss is ranged, yeah, so the archer's not gonna get him, and the other units that usually would go up against the wall and hit us, they're gonna be fighting all of our elite soldiers, so they might not even get to the wall. And I want to focus on the boss, so I'm not gonna send archers, I don't think they would be the most useful here. Alright, there we go, let's send everything now, and probably gonna get up that death toll soon. Now that ability, I'm sure it hurts units, kind of like the 3rd and 4th boss's abilities did, but there were no units right there, so... Ooh! I wish that it would hit the... Oh, I really hope that the knockback didn't get ruined there. I really hope that the knockback didn't end up making it so that the rhino wasn't hit by our catapult. Okay, now we're hitting all the rhinos and the boss rhino. Yeah, he kind of shoots. Also, he has another ability that he has not yet used. It is his, I guess it is final boss ability, but like, I don't think other bosses had a super powerful ability that they could use. They had a powerful one like this. I mean, the first two, they could only attack and summon units to help them. The 3rd and 4th could attack, summon units to help them, and also... oh, come on. And they could also... They had a special attack where they killed... Basically, yeah, they did a large amount of damage in a large area. This one, you've seen his special already. I mean, it's rarely been useful against our units, because he's rarely been near our units, but I'm pretty sure he also has another one, so we need one more unit to send and sacrifice to use the ability again, which actually is really useful because of all of these, because of all of these other units on screen. But then again, they died, so maybe it wouldn't be as useful right now. We'll wait until it becomes useful and we will use it, like now. Yeah, let's summon. By the way, notice how he's already at under half health. And that just took a major hit from the ability. And our wall is almost full. Compare that with how unreasonably hard the last boss was. That is the ability that I'm talking about. He could just, like, attack many times, shoot many things in a row. So let's send more units. First we'll send the knight without the guards, because if we send the guards and the knight will come out first, then the knight. We need the knight immediately, and then we'll send all of the units. Yeah, so you can see that he does have tricks up his sleeve. Like, I was talking about how the wall was almost full, well, that's not the case anymore. But, still, even with them, I don't think he's going to be able to actually surpass us here. The rhinos, it pains me that the rhinos are not gonna have anything in their way of attacking the wall here, because I have to focus on the boss. But our elite guards are helping a bit at least. Okay, and we are right now stunning the boss well enough. Okay, how okay, our death toll is not looking good for us. Oh, okay, no, never mind. That was just a useless thing now. So, now I guess we have to hire that engineer. Our wall fell. So he's gonna start attacking our catapult now. That's actually really unfortunate because we now, like, we need people to defend the catapult. And let's hope that they can actually do it. Okay, our ability is going to greatly help us. Wait, why don't we not have the engineer? Hold on, did we buy the engineer? Yeah, we did, but we couldn't send her for some reason yet. Okay. We are screwed. We are majorly screwed. Or not. Okay, our units are actually resisting. Maybe... Okay, no, they sent more. Well, once one more of our units dies, we're gonna send the ability and we're gonna send an engineer. See, I spoke too soon. This ended up being much closer of a battle than I thought it would be. I thought we would act... Oh, wait, where are you going, dude? You're just kind of... I mean, I guess when they go back, I think they heal. Like, the boss attacked him, but I don't think... I think the next time we summon him he will be in full health. So, okay, there we go, finally. Right now what we absolutely need... Why? Oh, the engineer is there. Okay, that's good, we did send her. We sent the others first, and that may have been a mistake. So, I guess we'll send the knight and this. There we go, and then we'll buy more, of regular warriors. Alright, we need this, by the way. It's either gonna kill him or almost kill him. And then, yeah, he's gonna have to either heal himself or just die. I'm not even buying any new units because I don't think that that's necessary. This last shot finished him off. See, that was actually pretty intense, and I think it was a good battle, because with him being a ranged unit and sending all these strong troops at us, especially rhinos and orcs, we actually had to play it intensely and kind of think about which units we had to summon. At some point, we had to summon the engineer, we had to know when to use the ability, stuff like that. That was a good battle, as opposed to just the boss having way too much health to make sense. What? You have failed me. You fools. I will not forgive them. Well, this guy didn't fail you. He did fail you, it's just that he didn't fail you by not being strong enough, he was strong enough. He failed you by just not coming out, because there was still a crossbowman shooting at our wall, and he was like, well, let the crossbowman win. And then the timer ran out. After many prolonged bloody battles, we have survived the first wave of attacks from the Dark Lord. However, the war isn't far from over. As the sky darkens, our hope is hanging by a thread. Classic. Text that scrolls on is too fast to be able to read. But you can pause and read it, and I'm gonna be able to pause and read it. So, I'm not too worried. This was the Great Siege. It was a surprisingly spectacular experience, because when I started, I didn't think it was going to be this fun to play. It is a war game, and you know, I had experience with other war games. This one managed to do something that not very many others actually managed to do. It managed to have a variety of content and a linear progression without ever becoming a drag to play. Due to its gameplay mechanics, the game is evolving, aka you always have to shoot with your catapult, and not just shoot by just blindly pressing spacebar. You actually had to aim it and to think about how to aim it best. Which is why you were involved throughout the entire gaming process, and it didn't become boring to play. You could use your units, and while they weren't as essential as in other similar games that are more about unit warfare and less about the catapult, they were still clearly useful. We had to use some of them to be able to win, and each one had a strategic application. The graphics were, you know, they're simplistic, but at the same time actually polished, and they're enjoyable. The game is enjoyable to play because of how lightweight it is. It's lightweight in terms of gameplay, as it never becomes a drag, is always fun to play, and you never become too nervous when playing it. Even when it's intense, you know that, okay, well, if we do lose, we're actually not going to lose that much, because we can just try again, and it's not going to be too long. So it's lightweight, you can actually feel at ease when playing it, and the graphics helps a lot with that, because it's vector graphics, it's really nice looking. And of course the music was made by the same composer who made most of the Epic War music, and he can really make music that fits the game. Like maybe it's just associated with the game, that since I've played it for so long, that when I hear the Great Siege music, I'm like, oh yes, the Great Siege, and when I hear like Epic War music and this, I'm like, it's that particular Epic War game. But at the same time, it just kind of fits, because it's lightweight, kind of like the game is. It is cartoonish, kind of like the game is, and it really embarks a sense of the importance of everything that's going on around you. It is epic. It actually, you know, evokes feelings without being too heavyweight to listen to. So everything works towards this game being surprisingly good for its length. Like, it's not a long game. You can easily kind of beat it, and then there will be nothing else to come back to. Yes, but that's how most Flash games are. And Age of War, which is a game I just recently played, I haven't even beaten it on Impossible yet, had much less content than that, much less, desire to explore, didn't have very much of a linear progression like this one does. So, I was really impressed by it. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I thought even my commentary was improved by the fact that I was playing this game. If I had to point out the flaws, it would be the mechanics are a bit buggy at times. The bug that I've been talking about a lot, when the enemies are in the process of being knocked back, like a warrior of yours hits an enemy with a sword and the enemy kind of is knocked back by that, and then while it's knocked back, you hit it with a catapult, whether that catapult shot doesn't actually damage it. That can get annoying and thwart your, it can get annoying because you put thought about when and where to aim your catapult, and it doesn't work, not because you did it wrong. You did it right, it's just that the enemies happened to be knocked back by something else, which they took less damage from, and as a result they didn't took the major chunk of damage that the catapult would do to them otherwise. And there's also a bug that I didn't really show it, and I didn't want to exploit it at all, but, you know, pressing the pause button doesn't stop the enemy animations, the catapult animations, stuff like that. You can really exploit it to get a large advantage, and even if you don't want to, even if you just press pause for legitimate reasons, it sometimes can just tip the scales a bit. So, you know, the game could have been more polished gameplay-wise, and, you know, there are some things like, I don't know, the normal warriors, like elite guards and elf warriors, they're questionable, as in, their uses are questionable, and as a result, personally, I only end up using them after I have everything else. A prime example of that is the tank. The tank actually cost a significant chunk of money, and you could see how quickly it died during the boss fight. Now, it will probably survive for longer outside of a boss fight, but why would I use it outside of a boss fight? I can win easily without it outside of a boss fight. Now, it's in a boss fight that it can actually make a difference, but it can't make much of a difference because it is very quickly destroyed by the boss. And so because of that, you can feel that until you have everything else, until you've bought all the other buildings, all the permanent buildings, and have enough gold to also summon the necessary units like the worker, knight, and elf archer, you wouldn't want to buy the tank. The tank is only, like, it's a slight bonus that costs a lot, and so you only use it when you have no other, like, yeah, you have no other, basically, things to spend your money on. Like, when your money becomes so abundant that even with buying all the units you want to buy, you still have some left over, that's when you want to use the tank. But it's actually not that bad, because it does happen in the game that you max everything out and then still have money left over, so the tank does have a use, and all units technically do have a use. So the balance isn't bad, it's just, it could have been a little more fine-tuned, but that's a nitpick. There was the footmen digging and then people getting stuck, enemies getting stuck in that, in those holes, like in those, how do you say? Trying to remember the word in Russian. Alright, they're also called pits, but I would say pits are large holes, and these are just small holes enough to get one enemy stuck in. That gameplay mechanic also spiced things up, and every unit was pretty unique. Like the footman could dig, the elite guard was a general fighting unit, and then they had upgraded iterations of them, which didn't need to be unique compared to them, they were just stronger versions of them. And it was interesting that, like, once they advance all the way through, they get upgraded to stronger units. The fact that they didn't stop to fight the enemies and instead kind of like stopped and fought, but then continued walking eventually, you could say it's a mechanic. I don't think it's necessarily how a game like this should be, but it didn't detract from the game in the slightest. So overall, I am surprisingly impressed by this game. It's not as small and insignificant as I thought it would be. It actually has a variety of content, so really enjoyed it. Good job, guys. Good job, TT-Back and all those guys in the credits for making it. Now, the last thing that I wanted to do was come back to the fourth boss fight, and see if, having all the resources, I can actually win it. So see you then. Alright, I'm really hoping that this amount of resources is going to be enough. I got the tank, so I should have everything. Let's see. Worker, knight, elf archer, engineer. Okay. I don't even know if these two warriors are worth getting, really. Because that boss is no joke. He's probably going to destroy everyone. Yeah, I think I might as well just get normal elite guards or even foot soldiers over him. Because let's say he one-shots foot soldiers and elite guards and takes him 2 hits to kill the elf warriors. Well, I think my best bet is foot soldiers because I can get the most of them. Or not, I don't know. Let's start by getting as many foot soldiers. Actually, we only need 20, but we have 19. Okay, whatever. Because we need to have enough sacrifices to summon the ability immediately once the boss comes out. I don't know, maybe when I first played, I played it on different websites, but on Kongregate specifically, it was tweaked so that the boss was stronger somehow, and they ended up making him way too strong. Because, like, when I was, like, in the last battle, which I obviously lost but got more resources from, it definitely felt like he had as much health as the 5th boss. But the 5th boss was ranged. His special attacks, you know, the one special attack that kind of hits in an area around him, it didn't hit the wall because he was far away from the wall. And, you know, that makes this one, if this one has the same health, and he definitely didn't look like he did any less damage, like, he disposed of melee units more effectively than the Rhino one did. So, you know, that makes this boss, like, actually objectively stronger than the... You can dig a hole. Ooh. Please don't get stuck in that hole. You got stuck in that hole. I wanted the hole to be meant for the boss, but I guess what was I thinking? It was still wave 2. Of course the hole is not gonna be meant just for the boss. Oh my goodness, that knockback bug. Annoying. Oh my goodness, and oh my goodness! You guys were kept alive way too long due to the stupid knockback bug. And now since we have her, we can't really wait until the worker finishes repairing the wall. Okay, let's see. We have some soldiers, but what we really need are 6 more footmen to send to sacrifice. And the knight, sure, why not? Right, works. Destroy. It's also... It's annoying that the elf's targeting targets the enemies that are further away instead of the ones closer, because that makes it harder to hit multiple units with the same catapult shot. See, it's these things that I'm talking about, the minor polishing details that the game would improve from. But the major aspects of it, as it is, are pretty darn good. Let's see. We now have enough to summon the Lumino, and I will summon the tank actually pretty soon after this. Let's buy other things. 4 soldiers, okay. We'll get probably okay, fine. We'll get the 2 elite elf warriors. We will also get the 5 archers just in case they end up actually making a difference. And the rest will be elite guards. Alright, not sending anyone just yet. Alright. Nice, the knockback did not ruin that. Nice. I sniped that one without killing the other. The other's of course going to die to the elf very soon, but that will give us some time. And that time I will use to get the tank out. The reason I'm getting the tank out is that I wanted to not be close to the wall by the time the boss gets to it. If it's close to the wall, then the boss is going to end up hitting both the tank and the wall. And that is not something we want. Okay, good, good. He is still alive. That's great. Okay. The tank will stay here. And now we're going to summon our army. I assume we can't buy anymore. Yeah, we have 25 of the 25. So the guards, the archers, the warriors, knight, not gonna need an engineer yet, and the soldiers. And we will... Actually, no, we're not doing... Actually, yes. Or not. No, never mind. First, we're doing the Lumino, because we know already that it gets rid of all of our sacrifices, even though the death toll is 20. So, you know, the optimal number of sacrifices to have before summoning it is 20. So we'll summon him first, so that he damages the boss as soon as the boss comes out. Then we'll summon all the other ones. So we'll wait. Alright, the archer is going to destroy the... What is that? Wait, is that... The tank I never knew that the tank did damage. I thought it was just an added health bonus. Oh my goodness. That's why then... I thought that it was a tank just because it had a lot of health compared to the other units. But it... Oh my goodness. Is that how we're meant to kill this boss? Well, that depends on the outcome of this match right here. Summon the Lumino. Sad part is that he's already there, next to the tank. I said summon... Okay, I'm a bit concerned because where is the... I summoned. Where is the What's going on? I'm trying to figure out where is... What's going on? Is the game bugged? Don't tell me the game is bugged, please. Ooh, maybe the tank is gonna come back and we'll be able to summon it again. That would be great. It's just... And then again... Like, what is this? We summoned the special ability, and not only did the ability not send, but we now can't even send anything else. That is outright a bug, like, no question asked there. I can send the worker to keep the wall alive. I can't send the tank again to shoot, which would be the perfect time, because if he's hitting the wall, the tank would be hitting him. Yeah. I'm not doing this, and I think I noticed that the tank did some damage to it. Yes. I think it would be an added bonus, and maybe with the combined help... Oh, now you're sending everything. Oh my goodness, you're not doing the thing that I told you to do, and I'm annoyed by that. But yeah, maybe with the combined forces of everything, including the units, the tank, and the wall working properly, we would be able to kill the boss. But as it stands, you know, we're gonna get him down close to death. Yeah, but dead? No, because the wall's already fallen. Okay, and the engineer for some reason went there. Oh my goodness, this is just... It's disappointing, really. Now they're sending soldiers, and then they'll send the Lumino. And I can't send the engineer to protect the catapult either, see? That's the thing I'm talking about. Now let's see how much damage is the Lumino going to do to it. Hold on. Did it get stuck in a perpetual loop? Okay, maybe it didn't. There we go. See? It did as much damage to it as it did to the fifth one. We got really close. What that makes me think... Why is there... Oh, that makes me think that we would have actually been able to do it. If it wasn't for the bug. So there you go. This boss technically is beatable. There are ways of beating him. Yeah, summon the knight again. And he's not even damaging the... Yeah, he's not even damaging. Can I summon a worker actually? And have him fix the tank? No, can't. What can I say? We almost did it. Now, something to note, the tank actually counted as part of our defense, so both the wall and the catapult was broken, but the tank was still up, so we didn't lose technically until he killed the tank. And with how close to death he got, I can say with some certainty that yes, this boss is beatable. If you buy literally everything and know how to play the game well, and don't experience weird bugs that I just experienced, you can beat the fourth boss. But he is very unbalanced because he has as much health as the fifth one has, and is significantly better against our melee units. So, you know, that, was considering the fact that he was alone. He didn't send his minions much, if at all. Like, I don't remember him sending any of his minions. He sent some at the end once he killed the tank, but that was pointless, let's face it, we already lost. But, sometimes he's gonna decide, which I have no reason to believe is not randomly. You know, from as far as I know, he just randomly decides to summon or not to summon his units. Maybe there are ways of determining that, but they're not told or implied at all to the player, so the player is only left to see it as random. It either happens or doesn't, and there's no real way to affect it. So yes, you have to get the circumstances right and have everything to kill the boss. And in order to buy everything and have enough money and resources for everything, you have to lose to that boss several times. So that is very much a broken boss, way too unbalanced, and kind of breaks the flow of the game unless you use the alternate way of winning, have the timer run out, which isn't that hard to find. You know, the workers healing the wall and the crossbowmen's attacking it, but it still kind of disrupts the flow because now you have to actually wait instead of playing like you usually played. So that is the main problem with... That's the most problematic level in the game. The rest of them are actually pretty cool, and I very much enjoyed the game overall, as I kind of summarized before going on to try this level again. The boss is beatable, and we would have beaten him if it wasn't for the bug, and, you know, maybe... I don't know. I'm sure that if it wasn't for the bug and the Lumino immediately fired, it would be able to summon more units then, instead of it waiting for a bit and then just summoning units starting from the normal ones and not the Lumino first. Yeah, no questions asked, we would be able to do more damage to him, and with how close he got to dying, that would mean we would be able to kill him. Also keep in mind that the Lumino and the tank are both Congregate exclusive, so if you're not playing in Congregate, you'll have an even better luck, unless they made him hard specifically on Congregate. But I don't think so. I remember playing on Newgrounds, I think, and it was just as bugged. In any case, that was the Great Siege. Great game, very much enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.